What's up, guys? How are you? Happy Thursday. Welcome in to another episode of the Daily Juice Podcast with me, Matt Perrault at Sports Talk Matt. To follow me across all socials. This podcast brought to you every day by our friends at omahasteaks.com. Last couple of days of the semi-annual sale still going on right now. If you haven't taken advantage of it, go do so. Juice in the search bar gets you $30 off the already 50% off going, $30 off the 50% off site-wide sale going on, semi-annual sale at omahasteaks.com. All the chicken, all the fillets, all the pork, and all the wonderful meats they got over there at omahasteaks.com directly delivered to your door, frozen, easy, in boxes, put right into the freezer for when you want to use it. Easy, simple, convenience. Promo code JUICE gets you $30 off. Minimum order may be required at omahasteaks.com. All right, so a winning day, 2-0 day. I made 3 bets. I was smart enough to pick the right 2 to make official. In overtime losses stink. Isn't that funny how gambling minds, how we are? I went 2-1. I won money for the first time in almost a week, and I'm mad because I lost my last bet. 2-0 is 2-0, okay? Up 2 units. Makes it a little better of a week. We're still technically down for the week, but it's definitely maybe a crack in the freeze, and maybe we're thawing out here as we head towards a Thursday. We have NFL football, we have NBA basketball, we have NHL hockey. We do not have any more baseball. Baseball is gone. Ooh, I meant to look at this. The final record for Major League Baseball is the following. We ended Major League Baseball. Drum roll, please. Did I find a way to avoid losing money in baseball? And I actually have not looked at this. This is the first time I'm seeing this, what my final record in Major League Baseball will be. And we're up. We won money. The official record for Major League Baseball, we won a half a unit. 134 in 125. We made over 250 bets. We won 51.7% of the time. That is good for 0.59 units. A winning season. Oh my goodness gracious. But mission accomplished. As I said, if I could go the entire baseball season without losing money, that would be the goal. Went the whole baseball season, we didn't lose any money. All right, that's pretty good. Hockey is down 2.6 units. We got to get going on that here. That's for the entire year of 2023, including we were up about 7 units heading into the season. So that was from last year. So this year it's been a little cold over the last 2 weeks. In hockey, we got hit here. Not great, but we won a game last night with the Sabres officially. And then we got the college football bet right. We're 40-22 in college football. That's up 15.7 units. I mean, college football continues to be really, really profitable, but I'm not betting college football tonight because I don't like any of the games. I mean, to make official, they're ugly. I mean, there's plenty of things to bet for this weekend. Big weekend in college football, but like, I don't know. I lean towards Texas Tech at home against TCU tonight simply because Lubbock is a hard place to play. I have no opinion whatsoever on Troy and South Alabama. And what do you do with Duke? I mean, I have no clue what to do with Duke here up against Wake Forest. Wake Forest is not good. But Duke, with Riley Leonard's situation, even if he plays, he's not healthy, and I don't know. I mean, they probably win by 10 or more and cover that 12.5-point line, but I'm not interested in laying 12.5 points, and I'm sure as heck not taking 12.5 points with Wake Forest on the road at Duke tonight. So don't like any of the 3 games in college football all that much. I will say this, that I'm going to 100% in-game bet the Suns and the Spurs. The number is 7. It's too much to give it to you guys pre-flop, okay? But if you want to bet this, wait and see what the number drops to in-game. If you get under 5, bet the Suns, okay? Hopefully quickly in the game. The total is the same. It's 225, 226, fell 229 in the last game. We bet under, so the books are anticipating the bet that should have cashed in the first game is going to cash in this game. This is this weird thing where the NBA sends teams out west and they stay and they play 2 games. They get the 2 games out of the way in the regular season. Suns are going to be really mad about the way the game ended. I expect them to kill the Spurs, but maybe in the first quarter the Spurs keep it close and you get a better number and the Suns win the game. But I mean, 7 is the tough number. That's the stop sign if you know BVB. We always talk about 7 being the stop sign in the NBA. like a non-bet, can't go either side. So I would wait and see for the in-game number there for the Suns and the Spurs. Go ahead and take it, anything below 5. I would take the Suns. All right, so what are we playing today? That's what we're not playing. What are we playing? Man, this football game, Titans at Steelers. Steelers are favored by 2.5 points. Why? I have no idea why. Kenny Pickett's playing where one hit, he's done. He's playing against a really physical defense. I am not looking forward to watching Kenny Pickett have to leave the field. Rib injuries in quarterbacks are always really tough to watch. I don't know. If I'm him, I wouldn't play this game. I would get healthy. He just had the rib injury 4 days ago. Why play against the Titans? But Trubisky is a disaster. Mason Rudolph is awful. But I do think we'll probably see one of those two guys playing in this game because I don't think Kenny Pickett's going to finish the game. So I can't back the Steelers, even though they're short favorites at home. It's Mike Tomlin. I like Mike Tomlin. I like Mike Vrabel a lot. The injuries are significant. I mean significant for these teams, all right? We're talking Ryan Tannehill is out. Derrick Henry is probable. Ankle injury. He'll play, but he's a bit nicked up. DeAndre Hopkins is questionable with a toe. Not good. Jeffrey Simmons is questionable with an ankle injury, defensive tackle. I mean, there's a litany of players. So many players are on this list. It's either out or probable, questionable. For the Steelers, no Minkah Fitzpatrick. He's out, hamstring injury. Pat Freiermuth to the IR, not playing. Anthony McFarland Jr. to the IR, not playing. Cam Hayward is probable for this game. Okay, that's pretty big. He's expected to play coming off of injured reserve. Okay, this would be the first game since he went on it. He had groin surgery. That would be big. How many snaps will he play? He'll be on a pitch count. You know that, but that's big for that Titans defense, in particular when it comes to stopping the run, okay? The team total for the Titans is 16.5. Now, last week, this offense exploded. Will Levis was great. Is Will Levis going to go on the road on a short week and dice this secondary? I don't think so. However, I think the defense could give him short fields. I think there could be a pick six. I think there could be turnovers here that lead to easy points for the Titans. I know the total's really low. And I know everyone is saying bet the under, bet the under. It's primetime football, bet the under. And I don't hate that. I probably will have a personal play on this. If you want to do a same game teaser, I don't hate this, okay? But I'm so cold, I'm not trying to put more difficulty to the bets that I'm giving out here, okay? So 8.5 plus 8.5 for the Titans, total going up to 42.5 and taking the under, or teasing it down to 30.5 and taking the over. I'm not sure right now which direction I'm going to go with that, but I don't mind a same game teaser in this game, okay? I don't mind, again, under straight, 36.5. I don't mind it. However, this game can go under if we have, I don't know. I guess it can't go under. 2017 is what this game should fall, okay? That's what the books are saying. 2017. Total's 37.5. The line's 2.5, okay? Steelers win 2017. That's what the books are projecting. Now, that doesn't mean that's what the game's going to go by, but that's what the books are projecting, okay? 16.5 is the team total at DraftKings, minus 120 for the Titans. Can we get 17 points out of the Titans? I think we can. In fact, if they win the game, they might win the game 17-14. It's easy. Or maybe the game goes to overtime and it's 17-17, and who knows, we see a touchdown. I think this is a very tight football game between two very similar football teams. They both want to run the ball. They both have young quarterbacks. I don't know how they get the ball to George Pickens, but maybe Matt Canada's offense will somehow get the ball to the best player on the field. Don't know what's going on with that, but that's the Steelers' offense. It's really anemic, and it's really bad. I just can't pass up this team total being so low at 16.5 for an offense that I think can move the football on this Steelers defense, which is banged up, even with Cam Hayward coming back. Maybe not running the ball, but Levis threw the ball really well. I don't need him to throw 4 touchdown passes again, just 2. If he throws 2 and they kick 1 field goal, we get 17 points and we're good, okay? just trying to make it as easy as possible for us. What's the most likely thing to happen? 17's the number. I think don't bet over 17. Don't bet 17 and a half, okay? Don't bet that, okay? A lot of times you guys talk about the numbers move overnight and you're like, oh, Matt, what if I bet 17 and a half? No, okay? That's key. 17 is the key. You want to bet 17, that's fine. You get a push, but 17 or less, okay? DraftKings has it at 16 and a half at minus 120. We're going over 16 and a half minus 120 Titans team total to get 2 touchdowns and a field goal here against the Pittsburgh Steelers defense. The rest of the game does not matter. We're going to just try to narrow it down and make it as easy as possible to cash an NFL football bet here for 1.2 units. Titans team total over 16 and a half. Okay. Hockey. Well, as I said, I've been ice cold in hockey. I'm going to go to my 2 favorite teams, the Bruins and the Vegas Golden Knights. They're also the 2 best teams in hockey. The Bruins are at home against the Maple Leafs. Now, the Boston Bruins own the Toronto Maple Leafs. Now, Toronto might win this game, and I might be dead wrong. That's possible. However, I have a tough time with that. Why? Well, Jeremy Swayman is in net for the Boston Bruins, and Swayman is absolutely tremendous this season. He's been unbeatable, literally. The Bruins haven't been playing great at home this season. And I guess let me correct myself. They've been playing great, but recently they've been a little shaky. They were down 2-0 to the Panthers. They had to rally back and win the game 3-2. They lost at home to the Blackhawks. To the Ducks 4-3, which was a stunning loss for the Bruins. Like, wait a minute, how in the heck? This is the 4th game of this homestand. They won 4-1 against the Red Wings, 3-2 against the Panthers, and here come the Maple Leafs. Now, the Maple Leafs have gotten off to a very good start, too. They're 5-3-1 on the year. They're 3-3-1. But again, it's Swayman, who's 4-0 with a 1.26 goals against average. He's been better than Ullmark, and Ullmark's been tremendous. Samsonov's 2-2-1 with a 3.99 goals against average. That is not great here, okay? The books are making this a coin flip. Buffalo was a coin flip yesterday. We won that coin flip with Buffalo beating the Philadelphia Flyers 5-2. This game is a coin flip, and I'm just going to jump in and take my Boston Bruins at home, who are 4-0-1 at home and 8-0-1 on the year. This includes overtime. It includes shootouts. Just the Boston Bruins to get a victory here against the Toronto Maple Leafs. You know, one of their rivals. This game's always has a lot of juice to it. It's always a lot of fun when these 2 teams get together. I think Boston will be more physical here. Take the Bruins, 1.1 units, money line. Bruins to win the game against the Toronto Maple Leafs. And the last bet is I'm going to go to regulation and talk about the Vegas Golden Knights up against the Winnipeg Jets. It is backup goaltender night for the Golden Knights, okay? This is not Adin Hill. That does make it a little bit concerning. I'm not going to deny that. However, it's Connor Hellebuck in net for the Winnipeg Jets. He had a hellacious postseason here in Vegas. I mean, it was ugly for the Jets and Connor Hellebuck last year. I know that's last year. But Vegas is going to go into this game feeling very, very confident. On the road he played well in game 1. They won the game 5-1. But in game 2, he gave up 5 goals. In game 4, he gave up 3 goals. Sorry. No. On the road. Game 1, he gave up 1. Game 2, he gave up 5. In game 5, he gave up 4 to this Golden Knights hockey club. He didn't play great last year against Vegas. Late in the year, gave up 5 goals in a regular season game against Vegas. Vegas in regulation. All right, I get it. It's Logan Thompson, who's the backup goaltender for the Vegas Golden Knights, but he's been very good as well. The Golden Knights are at home. When a team like Winnipeg comes in, you can go, well, bet the under. Vegas has been tremendous to the under, but it's a backup goaltender, and it's Connor Hellebuck. I'm actually kind of concerned that Hellebuck might give up 5 goals tonight to the Golden Knights. That worries me. I'm like, I don't know. Logan Thompson's 4-0 on the year. He's got a 2.21 goals against average. He won in the shootout against LA in his last game, 3-2 win over Philadelphia in his last home game. Only gave up 2 goals in that one. I can see a very similar situation here against against Winnipeg here, a 3-2 win for Vegas. I don't want to bet the puck line. It's easier just to bet the money line, but I'm going to drop it down. It's minus 165 overall, minus 110 Vegas in regulation. All right. You can lay the 160 if you want, just forget about it. But I don't want to lay the type of juice given what I've been losing lately. So I'm just going to go Vegas in 60 minutes. Vegas money line in regulation, 1.1 units for that. All right. 3 bets, 2 hockey, 1 football going here. There's a lot of meat on the bone for first periods tonight. Okay. I mean, how we don't get 1.5 goals in New Jersey and Minnesota, I'll have no idea. You get a gift in New Jersey and Minnesota. DraftKings has this new bet, by the way, 2 goals in the first 10 minutes. It's like plus 250. That hit last night in which game were we talking about last night? Oh, in Buffalo, Philadelphia. That hit. 2 goals in the first. It's over 1.5 goals in the first 10 minutes. You could see that with New Jersey tonight. In Minnesota. Easy. You could see that. There's a bunch of games that I think you could see goals being scored. I think Carolina, New York, over 5.5. I like that because, well, Carolina is unbelievable. First period over, Carolina in New York. Carolina's the number 1 team in hockey to a first period over against New York, who is middle of the pack, but New York might score 2 goals and 2-0 themselves. Let's see what else. Dallas and Edmonton, that game to go over. You can bet Dallas, Edmonton. You know, that's a 6.5 point number, right? For Dallas, Edmonton. Let me see. I believe that's 6.5 minus 135. It's expensive. Dallas, it's all right. Over 6.5 minus 118. That's not bad. Dallas is on back-to-back. I would more lean towards Edmonton and taking Edmonton to win the game. You can jump in with that. Just because I think Dallas lost. They won. They won 4-3 at Calgary last night. But I think that they will struggle against Edmonton. But over 6.5, I don't mind that. Minus 118, you jump on that. And let's see, anything else I like for hockey? None. That's about it for hockey. So there's some first periods you can jump in on. Arizona's on a back-to-back at home against Montreal. They lost 4-3 in overtime last night. On the road to Anaheim. They're back at home against Montreal tonight, so over 6.5, or go with tired legs and go with under. You can jump on that. So just options if you'd like from some extra stuff, just the way I'm seeing the board tonight. I'm starting to see the board a bit better. But officially, team total Titans tonight, over 16.5, minus 120 for 1.2 units on Thursday Night Football. Bruins money line, including overtime, 1.1 units. Vegas money line, excluding overtime in regulation at minus 110 for 1.1 units. Okay. Back in action here on a Thursday. Again, careful with these bets. You can fade them if you want because I'm not positive. Just because I had 1 winning night does not mean the cold streak is over. We need to put together 3 or 4 winning nights before we can sit back and go, yeah, we're out of it. Not right now. So tread lightly on these bets still, even though we went 2-0 last night. It could be a rocky night. I'll take 2-1. I'll take a 2-1 night tonight and just slowly start to crawl our way out of this. My name is Matt Perrault. You guys can follow me on socials at Sports Talk Matt each and every morning. The Daily Juice Podcast is being brought to you by OmahaSteaks.com.